Houston, hello. Glad to have you with us at NRG Stadium as we are set to find out who will walk away with the trophy as champion of the TaxAct Texas Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to the tailback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Running back searching for a hole. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
To the ground, he's got it again. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Scrambling away. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. He breaks a tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Discards a man. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Dogs are marching down the field. Power football with the run. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He wants to pass it on second down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. On the option. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Going with the ground game left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. They move the tight end all over. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Got room at the 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd down, going up top. The quick out. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
From the gun to give, looking for room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time on target. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They've only converted one time in 3 4th down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Wide out in motion. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to it. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Hands it off. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Nifty little scamper on this one, and up for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Leaves it with the running back. And that's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Grayson, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the... Got enough space, and he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. That last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Give to the fullback. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers. And then occasionally you give them the ball in those short yardage situations. You say, go get me a first down, big fella.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the offense. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Handoff to the single running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights, it's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's right on target. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it to the right side. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Dances away from the heat. Turns it on in midfield. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Right back to him on the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're playing the football, believing in your defense, go analytics all the time now, telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Tucker. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. This to jump into the lead in the final minute. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Not a chance. Missed it. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. In a tight game like this, it's no time for complacency, David.
Nah, your defense just let you down a little bit. You still got the lead. 4th quarter, Palmer, it's go time.
Yeah, I think we're going to find out a lot about the composure of this offense right here. They've got to be able to answer the bell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game.